This week we'll be releasing our Mario Kart video that so much time has gone into it. So you guys better like it or I'm sad. So if you guys remember, and you're probably wondering why I have a skull in my backyard, it's actually a fake skull, just not to freak you guys out. But we did our Mad Max video, we had all these amazing go-karts in my backyard. So we're like, what can we do next on something we're really passionate and really excited about? And I was like, I love Mario Kart, let's make something happen. So Seth, come here. This is Seth, everyone. He did all the go-karts with Andy on our Mad Max video, and Seth's full-time with us, producer on our team. So it's like Seth was gonna spearhead making all these go-karts happen, making them look straight out of the video game. So I'm gonna turn the time over right now to Seth to kind of talk about that process and what we have right here.
Awesome. Alright guys, so one of my favorite roles on the team is to be kind of like prop master, and luckily Devin gives me that responsibility every once in a while. We'll go right over here to the DK cart. This one was one of my favorite ones to put together. In the video game itself, DK rides inside like a little barrel that's got wooden wheels and stuff like that. So we tried to mimic that and make like half a barrel front. And then Devin and his wife actually went on and painted this nice little DK portrait right here. Megan did an amazing job, didn't she? The fun part about working with go-karts is the engines rarely work. A ton of work goes into like getting these done and making sure they're running a lot, because if you have them running all the time, they're gonna break down. We run into that problem every single shoot we go on with go-karts. Is the engines start failing left and right. We need to figure those problems out. This last shoot was no different. This was like our hero cart, a regular cart built to be a go-kart, and it worked the entire time. So yay to the company that made this one. And yay to Honda engines, because those ones always work really well.
With all these go-karts, there's so many things to talk about. We go on and on about it, but just Seth, I think people are going to be curious. We bought all these carts used. How much was this go-kart that we bought? Because he bought them all on KSL.
This one was $1,100.
So $1,100. What was the cheapest go-kart that we bought?
Like $400.
$400, and usually those were the ones that ran pretty crappy, correct?
Yeah.
Generally speaking. So you do get what you pay for. We didn't have like, because we're, self-funding this one, but we didn't have like hundreds of thousands of dollars put into it because it wasn't sponsored, but we wanted to get Nintendo's attention. So it's like, if you want to get someone's attention, you have to put everything that you are into that project. That's what happened on our first Assassin's Creed video. Self-funded, but then Ubisoft saw it and they gave us much bigger opportunities to do what we love to do. So for me, working with Nintendo is like the ultimate goal. It's not the ultimate goal, but it's one of the top ones up there. So for me, it was like a dream to make something happen, hopefully get their attention. We've done a Zelda video in the past with Lindsay Sterling. That did really well, but this is my chance to show off the Mario characters and what we can do, because no one's ever done anything of this magnitude ever before, to my knowledge anyways. So going back to these carts, you have this one, and then Seth, correct me if I'm wrong, but we put a brand new engine in Donkey Kong's cart as well.
No, that one,
I lied.
The Donkey Kong is also a Honda engine, and that's why that one worked really well. The other ones came from China. They're Chinese engines, and they're just not made as well.
But this was the only newest edition that wasn't part of Mad Max, is that correct?
That's correct.
So, yeah, like Seth said, we wanted a cart out of, because all the carts, none of them look like something out of Mario Kart as far as like the iconic Mario Kart 64. So we wanted at least one, and we thought it'd best be represented by Mario himself. So that's why we got this cart in particular. And Seth did all the painting on all of these. So that's why they look so good. And then we got all these printed off and all that. So let's talk about Wario's cart.
This one right here was Wario. It used to be a blue cart that we had as one of our actual main carts for Mad Max. This one was fun though, because it already kind of looked like something Wario would be driving in. So all we really had to do was go through and repaint it all purple and yellow. You wouldn't believe it though, but it actually takes about 3 days just to paint one of these things, because I want to say it took me and 4 other people about 4 hours to just tape this cart up to get it painted for one session of painting, and then we had to do 2 or 3 sessions of painting on each cart. So they took a lot of time to get done. This has been one of our workhorses though. It's run well for both shoots, and is actually running the best it ever has right now, so thanks to Levi for making that happen.
We had Christian. Christian's not a small guy by any means. So Christian was the lead as far as Wario goes. He kind of owned this vehicle, rocked this vehicle. He was taking this off jumps. So at the very end, this is when the axle broke. Was it the axle that got broken on this one?
Yeah, the shocks.
The shocks.
The shocks, both the rear shocks. Probably can't see it back there, but both of them are kind of off their hinges right here. You can see this is where they're supposed to be screwed in, and they're broken off right there.
So just to show everything kind of perspective, this is one from Mad Max. We ended up not using this one because we couldn't fit it for the Mario Kart scenario. But you can tell, so kind of dull and rustic compared to this bright, colorful thing. So Seth was in charge of making all that happen. And then Levi, we mentioned his name several times. We needed someone to make these cars run really well. Last time we had Andy, but he was too busy with his other normal job. So we brought on Levi, who's an auto mechanic. We posted on Facebook, hey, we're looking for an auto mechanic. Someone tagged him, I believe, in it, and then after like 10 people, we kind of went through and we picked Levi to be the person that kind of spearheaded as far as making sure all these carts worked. And he played Donkey Kong in our video, but he was there on set, and he spent an insane amount of hours. I want to say, you know what it was? How many hours he spent on these?
I know it was like close to 100 hours just in engine work.
That's before we even started filming the video. And just to make the original Mad Max cars, that was 600 hours of labor just to design them and everything like that. So we put a lot of time into this, I think it's safe to say. Just for the record, if you want to see more content like this, we need your help to share these videos, especially the videos you like, on social media, because that allows us to continue doing what we do.
Let's fly high rise. Itty bitty care on the itty bitty earth. If you don't know what to wear, then you don't know what it's worth. If you don't know what it's worth, then you don't know what you're missing. Everybody in the right